Hey everybody, welcome to our first shot into a one-on-one role-playing game to show you that, yes,
Hello.
you too can have a game even if you don't get a big group, which is really important in the pandemic. I'm joined by Michael from one of the other streams. Want to introduce yourself?
How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael. This is my second stream that I've done with Rem Alternus. You can find me there. I do like a weekly D&D where we do the starter edition of D&D. But yes, I am an actor. I went to school for acting, and I'm going to continue pursuing acting as a career, especially in academia. This is my first time playing Knights Black Agents. Yeah. And I'm super nervous and super excited. And if I do something wrong, please flame me in the chat, and let's have fun.
I don't think a whole lot of folks have actually had a chance to see this, which is why I'm kind of excited to showcase it. So first off, my name's Aaron. Hey, Farthy Trash King. I am a GM and a writer. That's not my full-time gig. I'm not going to say my full-time gig, other than involves software. Otherwise, I just love games, and I love to showcase new and cool rules. And I came across Cthulhu Confidential a number of years ago. And what that is a one-on-one RPG where you sit down with a friend and you tell a story together. It's definitely more of the storytelling element as opposed to getting to Shadowrun or getting D&D where combat slows down. In this, combat is a single roll, and we narrate what comes out of it, which is super fun and super exciting because it moves that story along. So Knights Black Agent is set in modern times. We are currently working in... this story is set in Belgrade. And we're going to tell the story of Aaron Khan and some of the events that occurred to him during this time period of turmoil in his life. But it's going to be Michael and I. We're gonna build a story. Hopefully you enjoy the story, and hopefully we'll confront Michael with a few challenges, make him roll some dice, and we're gonna spend this one. We're gonna spend a little bit of time exploring who Aaron Khan is, which is what Michael's playing, and then we're gonna explore the rules a little bit, and then we're gonna kick the story off. So, Michael, take it away.
So I'm playing as Aaron Khan in this. So just to be clear, how much of the character do you want me to divulge in this? Do you want me to give some character qualifying features, or do you want me to just kind of spill the beans? How would you like me to go about that?
I'm okay if you spill the beans. Actually, I always find that the surprises, the jumping. I don't believe in spoilers. Some people probably do believe in spoilers. But I always find the journey, even though I know how it's going to end, to be just as interesting.
Okay, for sure. Okay, that's great. Kender Mage, he says, but technical issues. I missed the beginning. I know, Kender. You missed the best part. You missed seeing me muted and hearing talk over when we're not supposed to be talking. Yes, okay. I do not think there are any tech issues. We'll keep our fingers crossed. I hate you guys. Anyway, so I'll be playing as Aaron Khan. He's essentially an M16 agent, which, if any of you guys don't really know, which I didn't know beforehand, you could kind of think of this as, what would you call it? Like
James Bond.
International Secret Service? Yeah, James Bond, exactly. I kind of built Aaron as a more conservative style, like a polite but yet calloused, untrustworthy man. He's around between the ages of 28 and 34, kind of that age. So kind of some of the circumstances that have happened to Aaron is his mind is essentially broken. He has been He's been seduced by a vampire. Is that essentially what happened to him?
Yep.
Yes. So he has been seduced by a vampire, and now his the structures of his mind have been flayed and destroyed. And so he wakes up one day and he has very little recollection of what has happened to him within the past 5 years. Um, if he begins to tap into what happened to him, he begins to suspect that horrific things have happened to him, and he's been made to do things that have been monstrous, and he was essentially a different person for the last 5 years. He doesn't know who did it to him. He doesn't really fully know what it is that he did, but he does know that if he were to dig deep into his mind, it would be as if you're kind of stepping in like a field of landmines, right? You don't know which step is just going to bring you down into this horrific place. And so, yes, that does bite, Kender Mage. It does suck. I agree.
It sucks and bites because it's a vampire.
Uh huh.
So it's definitely.
Go ahead.
So this is a world where Dracula exists, and that there's this grand conspiracy of vampires that exist in this world, and they have their agents, which they prefer to have very capable people. Which turns out that our brave individuals in the Secret Service make perfect thralls for them, and they go after them and attempt to seduce them.
Yeah. Can the landmine seduce someone with their explosive love? Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
they can.
I guess so, huh? Yes, that is kinky.
Yeah, love does involve two.
So yes, I would say Aaron's main goals for this overarching journey is to, you know, find and apprehend who did this to him, get his life back, and ultimately get his mind back, because that is now something that is shattered. So here we are.
Perfect. So a little bit about the system. The system is called Gumshoe 1-to-1. It's based on a game set that is published by Pelgrane Press, if you wanted to check it out. It's super cool. I know this one in particular was on one of the bundles of holding, so if you like to donate and also get some cool RPG stuff, that's one thing you could do. The Gumshoe system is really cool because it doesn't believe in failure. Everything you only succeed, but with penalty. So how much penalty do you get to drag with you as you try to still complete this mission? So you're gonna look at my wonderful, beautiful background. You'll notice in the very top of that background are these 3 blood icons. They represent pushes. This is sort of your luck as an agent to use your special abilities to get an automatic success on something. So if we look at, and I'm going to pull up Leela Khan's character, we spun it to something that Michael felt that he could really get in touch with. But it's based on this character sheet, so if you look at it, don't look at the picture. The picture's not right. We see that Leela has investigative abilities, and Leela has general abilities. This is a game that uses D6. D6 to roll and try to beat my threshold. So it's a threshold. I don't roll any dice. This is all Michael Rowland dice. The investigative abilities. So if let's say Leela is currently talking to a contact she has that she knew from while she was a vampire. So if Aaron knew this person while he was a vampire, but you don't know if the person's lying to you. Aaron could spend a push to activate his bullshit detector and would know whether this person is telling the truth or not. Like, just flat up. Which could provide additional, like, bonuses. You have no D6s to spare because you play Shadowrun. This is not the Bring a Brick type of game, which I know will make people very, very sad. Typically, we're going to roll between 1 and 3 D6. And so that really is going to tell you my thresholds are going to run between 3 for something brutally easy, up to like 18 if it's brutally hard, in order to be successful. So, what's going to happen as we play? There's going to be a lot of narration. So, Michael and I will get to explore the scene, which could set up different avenues for how he wants to accomplish his goals and missions to specifically get back at that vampire that turned him. But in order to do that, what's going to happen is you're going to be confronted with either a quick test or a challenge to be successful. The quick test is a simple using of your general abilities. You're going to roll me 2d6. If you beat some base threshold, you're successful, you get to keep moving forward. If you're not successful, you don't get the bonus. Those are the lightweight ones. The heavyweight ones are called challenges. These are the things that progress us through the scenes. And when we're all done, I'm actually going to show you the plot map. I'm keeping it hidden until we're finished with the game. But it actually is a flowchart that walks me through the different scenes. That way I can know which ones... sorry, I'm watching the bullshit detector on a seductive landmine. So that way I can basically move us through the scene. So when we finish a scene, the scene finishes with a challenge. Or a series of challenges.
Is it kind of like Detroit Become Human, where it's like you have like a tree, like I don't know, where it breaks off? Okay, that's really cool.
It's got a tree that I get to follow. So a challenge has 3 outcomes. One outcome is you could come out with a problem. If you did really poorly, you're successful. But maybe if you're trying to get away from the baddies and you're in a van and the baddies are in a truck, both ungainly vehicles, you're driving through the streets as fast as you can and you fail. Well, you get away. Or maybe you wreck, but they wreck too, which means that you take on an injury. Or maybe you have a flat tire, which progresses to a new challenge. And so there's a whole bunch of these sort of problems that will creep up.
Huh.
Hey, Sarah, welcome aboard. And so that's the failure.
I just got back from the grocery store. That's cool. I'll be honest, you might have to... I might ask you some of this stuff during the game, like, huh?
Totally fine.
So far, I think this makes sense. Okay.
The next one is a push. So if you get the middle tier, so let's say if you get 4 or below, you fail, and you get a 5 to 8, you push. A push means that neither you nor the opponents gain any traction here. And so generally you're doing pretty well and being able to get things moving forward, but you're not going to gain an advantage, but you're not going to lose. You're not going to lose anything to it. And then finally you can be fully successful. Let's see if they've actually got a name for that in the book. I always forget what they've called things.
Poor Aaron is used to being off camera when the camera chat makes him LOL.
Yeah, I LOL a lot in chat, but now I'm getting it in real life. So then there's advances, and the advance is basically you're going to gain an epic. So I'm going to flip this out a bit, and I'm going to show a problem. So you're going to start with the fact that you were beaten up. You're not really quite sure what happened, but you're hurt. And so you have an injury, which means you're going to be at a -1 for any of your dice rolls until you get this taken care of. And that starts to suck really fast.
Yeah, on a D6. Oof.
But it's on the total roll. So if you roll 2d6, we subtract 1 from the final result.
Okay.
On the other side, let me see. I'm going to pop up one of the benefits. They're called edges. What can I share that's not going to give away the... Yeah, we'll take this one. Go to players. Yes, show to everyone. So in this case,
I see it.
It should pop up.
Yeah, there it is.
So you are 1 step ahead of you. So in this case, let's say you succeed at challenge 7, whatever that is, with an advance. You would gain this edge, which is you are 1 step ahead of your pursuers because you were so good at what you just did. You can then discard this card at any point so that you can gain basically an extra die. So now you've got 3 dice instead of 2 dice to roll.
Okay.
So I am going to unshow that to you because we may need that later. So,
is my character a glittery vampire? It doesn't have the same impact. Who is a glittery? I'm not glittery. What?
So Aaron's history is for the last 5 years you've been a thrall, and so what happens is you were turned by a vampire. The vampire can drain you, right? Like that's one of the things that they do. But if they
Yeah.
provide
Yeah.
some of their blood to you, you become addicted to it. Is sort of
Oh,
the
okay.
background story. And so your character, you're not quite sure why, but you feel this hold from the vampire over you. So I'm going to
So
go back a little
maybe
bit.
I am a vampire. Maybe I am glittery. Okay. No. Okay,
No,
Kendra, you're right.
no.
I am glittery.
If it's
Oh.
glittery, it's not because of a vampire. It's glittery because he loves glitter. That would be the main reason. Well, and once you have glitter once, you can't get rid of it. That's always the bad part. But so let's say we're in a challenge, and so you're going to roll. It's a get your character sheet back up. It's a sense trouble challenge. So I can see here
Okay.
you have a sense trouble of 2 dice. You're going to roll me 1 die. We're going to take a look. Are you getting close? Are you having some issues? You're going to roll me a 2nd dice. And in some challenge, I'll be able to say to you, like, well, in this case, if you are skilled in fighting or in filch, I will grant you an extra die. But you have to spend one of your dice that you have here. Does that make sense?
I think so. I think I'll get it once like we get in the game and and there's like what do you call it? There are
Muscle memory forms, that kind of stuff.
yes, exactly.
So if you
If there's
spend
something on the line.
so let's say you say like I'm going to spend a fighting die. So we take one of your dice away. So that if we ever have any fighting challenges between now and you taking a rest, you only have 1 die to spend instead of 2.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, yeah.
it is you can spend some of your abilities to be able to do things now, but it's going to cost you in the future until you take time. Take time is a mechanic. As you take time and rest, things still go on around you. So taking time can sometimes result in blowback. But we'll worry about that later.
Okay.
The other thing that you can do is, let's say you roll your 2 dice, and you decided not to do the fighting boost. You roll your 2 dice for sense trouble. You come up with 3 successes. So you've got a 1 and a 2. And you're like, that doesn't feel good. I'll offer up a chance for you to take an additional problem, and you get 1 more die.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And so if you still fail, let's say you roll another 1, then you get 2 problems.
Oh,
But if you're successful and
I love
super
it.
successful, you're going to come away with like an edge and a problem. So it's really becomes a gambling game.
Love that. Let's do it.
So do you have any questions? Does anybody in chat have any questions? I'm always glad to answer them if I can remember to look at chat.
They're all making fun of me. They're just saying, can I charge the Demogorgon, is what Michael will say. That or he'll moon it. Mo dice, mo problems.
TPK of a party of 1.
Um,
I should call out, Aaron cannot die until I finish the story. That is one of the things with the one-on-one rule system, which is fantastic, and that I'm guaranteed that both you and I are going to have 4 hours, roughly about 4 hours worth of mission here. And so
we're
I'm
dating
going to
now for the next 4 weeks.
For the next 4 weeks, we're going to be hanging out. But I'm going to keep piling on problems to Aaron. This is what's going to happen. And worst case worse, we're going to finish this mission, and Aaron's going to die of all the wounds.
We'll see how horribly he can die.
There is a little bit of that. So my goals out of this are a little selfish. One, I love different rule sets. I like to introduce people to different rule sets. The other is that I can convince Michael that he wants to run for maybe Chris or Brianna, or maybe somebody else within the Rem Alternus world, so that we have more content that's super cool and super awesome, tells awesome stories. So,
Yeah, sounds like we have a really good storyteller here, so we got a treat.
I'm looking forward to this. With that, I think we're going to get started with the story, and we're going to play a little easy. You get questions, you let me know. We'll solve this.
Cool. I'm scared. Okay, let's do it.
1 billion streams. Yes, Sarah, 1 billion. Whoa.
I'm gonna need 4 weeks of aloe vera.
Vera was the name of the gun, and that one Firefly, right?
Firefly? What?
Jane's gun was Vera, wasn't it?
Oh, that was the director, wasn't he? James Gunn?
No, Jane's gun.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you talking about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Joss Whedon. All right. So um you find yourself on these starched white sheets, and you can feel the crisp, hard bed that you're lying on, and you can
All
hear
right.
the sounds of birds chirping, and the smell of disinfectant just sort of permeates everything. It smells super clean, and as you're slowly coming to, you start to hear the sounds of muffled voices off in the distance. And as you sort of look around, you can start to really get your senses. You can feel the scratchy sheets, and you start realizing like I'm in a hospital.
Oh my
And
god. Okay.
then you feel a sharp pain in your side. Um, and as you sort of open your eyes, you can see this woman standing over you, changing the bandages on a wound you have in your side, like either a bullet wound or something. Like you can see there's stitches.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's just trying to change your dressing.
Can I ask her what happened to me?
So the first thing you notice when you really look is she
Yeah.
has a name tag that says Halmy on it.
She has a what?
A name tag that says Halmy, Halmi. That's her last name.
Okay.
And she's like,
All right.
you were brought in last night, wounded. You had suffered a gunshot wound. I don't.
Gunshot wound.
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
We're able to do surgery. We're able to remove the bullet. Um, the Yeah, we don't know much about you. I mean,
Surgery.
we have your name. I mean, your stuff is in the closet. And she points, and there's this little like bureau.
All right. Where where's my family? I don't. Where am I? What hospital is this?
Um, this is we're just Mountain Valley Hospital. We're about an hour outside of Budapest. The
And am I familiar with like Budapest? Is that like close to home for me?
um
Okay, yeah.
for you,
Alright.
Budapest is uh a place that you've operated as an MI6 agent, so you have contacts in
Okay.
Budapest. You are
Okay.
very familiar with the area. That said,
Okay.
the last 5 years, like you said, it's been a blur. You may have been operating out of Budapest. You may not. You're not quite sure at this point.
All right. Oh God.
Nobody's called for you, but I mean, you've only been here about 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. When can I leave?
Um,
Am I free to go?
well, Dr. Vertag would like to take a look at you and just make a final examination. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
uh,
That's fine.
it'll probably be about half an hour.
Okay.
And so at that point, she finishes taping up the bandage on your side.
Okay.
You get the problem. You're injured. You don't know what happened, but it hurts. And you look at you're currently dressed in a traditional like hospital gown, right?
Hospital gown.
Little
Okay.
area in the back. But
Booty.
she's like, if you need anything, just press the buzzer and I'll come back in. And then she
Yeah.
quickly
Okay.
scoots out of the door.
All right. That's fine. So she leaves the room.
Mhm.
Uh, I would like to. she said my belongings were in the closet. I would like to try and get up and go check out my stuff.
Okay. So you go over there, you open up the drawers. In there you find a backpack, and you find hanging up a shirt and some slacks, or like hiking pants. And in the bottom you find some hiking boots. The the shirt, when you take a quick look at it really quickly, you notice that it's been patched. Like it looks like there's holes. There's a little bit of blood as well on the shirt.
Right.
Like you get a sense that this set of gear is what you'd expect of a wealthy tourist who's gone hiking in the mountains.
Oh. Okay.
The clothes all
Okay.
new,
That makes. Okay.
a little scuffed, but all new. It's all in your size, although the pockets are all empty.
I'll look through the bag to see if I have a wallet or something.
When you do a quick check on the bag, you find there is a mobile phone.
All right.
Let me verify that there is no mobile phone edge. No, there is not. Okay, and there is another change of clothes inside of the backpack as well.
Yeah. Let me look at the clothes first, and then I'll take a look at the phone.
Okay.
Is there anything special about the clothes?
These are all brand new clothes. It's there's nothing in there that stands out as being
Yeah.
like it doesn't tell you anything about your personality. Like it looks
That's
very
fine.
much like you went out and grabbed some new clothes right before whatever happened.
Okay. All right. I'll look at my phone and see. I want to go through some of the text messages.
Okay. So you open the phone. And it has a passcode. And you're sitting there going like, oh god, am I gonna remember this? Am I gonna? And then like 6 digits pop in your head. You quickly unlock the phone. As you flip through it, like there's no text messages, there's no phone calls, but you do find one electronic note.
Who is it from? Oh.
Your phone has the address of a church in Budapest. And while your memories are like broken glass, you're sure there's going to be answers there.
Right. And is there an email address that this is from?
It looks like you typed
who
it in.
sent?
Like that you had left your own electronic note in the phone.
Right. Right. Anything else? Any missed calls or call history?
No call history. It looks like it might be like a burner phone. So something you would use in tradecraft, but like you just
That
went
makes
out and
sense.
grabbed one really quick.
Right. Okay. Oh.
Because we can't have
This.
enough problems. You're also kind of running on empty. You've got no gun, no money, no cards, no passport.
Naked.
You are. I mean, you got clothes at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can tell like all this ingrained training you've had over the years like tells you like to be prepared, to be ready to go, and you don't have any of what you consider your go gear.
By finding a cache of equipment, a safe house, or a friend who can shelter you until you restock. Okay.
So
Um.
so kind of the step back.
Yeah.
At some point, you may find a safe house. You may find a contact who's able to help you resupply, and then you just
Okay.
this card goes away. That's
Okay.
the easiest way to do it. A lot of these, like where's my other one? Beaten up. So beaten up can be removed if you take time. But taking time means that things are going to start getting a bit heated.
Okay. Um, do I know where I could I in the general area that I could go find more equipment, like whether it's like the office or what would that look like for
You
me?
believe that the quickest, easiest way for you to get more equipment would be to head towards Budapest. Like maybe
Okay.
you'll remember one of your caches or secret caches, or maybe you'll remember a contact. Like at this point, you're sort of there's got to be somebody I know. I know I've operated out of Budapest who can help me resupply.
That's fine. Um, I will go ahead and just get changed by myself until the doctor comes back.
Okay.
That sound.
Yeah, I know. It's so as you're sitting there getting changed, like a cloud, something like sort of obfuscates the sun a bit, like as if a cloud has passed over in front of the sun, and it darkens, and you start feeling like this foreboding. And I would like for you to make a cool test.
I'm sorry, a what?
A cool test.
Oh no. Okay. What is this like?
All right. So mechanically, I've gotten too many cards open at this point.
Oh, I see. It's one of my general abilities. Cool. I thought
Yep.
it was like cool test. Like
And so you're gonna
okay.
roll me a d6. Did you roll? Okay, there it is.
That was just yeah, 1-4.
That's one. So you're getting a sense of it. You're starting to feel like you could remember, and like things are becoming a little bit more crystal clear. Why don't you roll me another one?
If you have to ask what cool is, then you don't have it. So mean.
There's a little bit of that.
Another 4.
All right. So if you
By the way,
want,
is this like 5-6 is like a good roll and like a 1-2 is a bad roll, or is it inverse?
it's the higher the number, the better. But it
Okay,
is
cool.
we're taking. So you've got an 8 so
Okay.
far. And right now, you are at a hold, so you're not going to suffer any ill things out of it as it is now, but you don't get any sort of benefits out of it. If you
Okay.
want, you can take on a problem. If you want
Let's do
to,
it.
all right. Roll me another d6.
Hell yeah. Let's see. I rolled 1. Is it lagging? Let me hit it again. No! Fuck! 1. No.
On the positive side, you met the advance, so you actually get the bonus
Huh?
because you have a total of a 9,
Oh.
and a 9 was my threshold for an advance.
Oh. Nice. There it is.
So you are assailed by a flood of confusing memories. There's the bitter taste of blood in your mouth. You can see yourself running through the forest, and that something is swooping down from above, shrieking. But with an effort of will, you were able to fight it off, and you're going to gain an edge.
Holy crap. Okay. You've escaped from a nightmare. A monster had you in its thrall, and you're not going back. You'd sooner die. Discard for a bonus die on any test involving the monster's clutches. Nice. Okay.
But you took on another problem, right?
So, yeah. So, okay. So, what's the problem? Let's see. We should sedate her. No. The doctors and staff at the hospital think you're dangerously unstable and intend to sedate you. Counter with reassurance, push, or by escaping their clutches. No!
So a reassurance, a reassurance push. If you look at your investigative abilities, you can see that you have a reassurance push. So what you can do is at this point, like they hear you screaming, like you're having this vivid nightmare of being chased through the woods. And you just start screaming, you start yelling, in terror. Nurses come piling in. If you want, you can spend one of your push to calm them down. Otherwise, they're going to sedate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to calm them down.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're
okay.
going to take one of your push things.
Okay. So I have 3, but now I have 2.
Did I put them on the wrong level? No, I didn't. And move it off. All right. So we dropped one out.
Okay.
And so if needed, we'll add more in. But actually, you gained one because of getting an edge on that one.
Oh, that's right. I gained an edge. Yes. Okay.
So
Hell
it goes
yeah.
back. So you're still at 3. But yeah, you're able to calm them down, convince them that you're not crazy, that you just had a vivid nightmare of the wound that you had, right? Or do you have a different way of doing it? How would you do it?
Oh, I was actually just thinking. I was like, I left my wallet somewhere. Damn it! Where's my wallet? I need that money. Fuck! When do you have it?
They're just kind of like, no, like you didn't have a wallet when you came in.
I'm not supposed to pay for the medical bills.
Welcome to socialized medicine. It's okay. You're not in America now.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You're right.
But yeah,
can I leave, sir?
Doctor Verteg, he's just finishing up with another patient. He'll be in about a minute.
Okay. I'm so sorry about that. Can I use the bathroom?
There's a bathroom in the room. Just a small little closet.
Of course. Thank you. And I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah. So they the staff leave. Nurse Halmy sticks around a little bit longer, just keeping her head, and you head into the bathroom, and you hear her leave not too long after you going in.
Okay. Oh my god.
So,
that's a horrifying image. Nurses coming in to sedate me. Ugh.
Yeah, they have like a syringe. They were all ready to...
The needles? No!
Everybody's got their body horror. Needles are mine as well.
Yeah.
Use the bathroom. You head back to sit on the bed and sort of kill time. And as soon as you sit down, this ambling bear-like man in white coat kind of strolls in. His shoulders are rocking a little bit, and he smiles at you. He's like, I hope you're doing okay. How are you feeling?
Right. I'm feeling good as new. Honestly, I don't even feel, whatever the medicine you guys gave me is working out great. I feel really good.
So, what ended up happening is one of the local hikers found you, and that you were shot. They brought you in last night. We removed your belongings. You found them in the thing, or in the closet. However, we wanted to make sure that you were okay, and I do really want to make sure you're healing okay. We'd love to keep you another night. We want to make sure it doesn't get infected.
No, for sure. I completely understand. If I may, would it be okay if I were to maybe get like a day pass or something? I could come by again tomorrow night. I really need to be attending to my personal affairs, if that's okay with you.
So, You have an opportunity here to spend a push on a bullshit detector.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
notice
why
that
not? I have.
he keeps shuffling closer and closer to you as you're asking for the day pass.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that. I'll roll. I'll spend an edge.
All right, so you spend the push. The it is your bullshit detector's going off like a siren. There is ill intent behind Doctor Vertag's sort of motions and his demeanor. Like everything screams like this is going not well.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
I can
so
either
he's like shambling toward me.
yes.
Okay.
So at this point, what approach would you use? You could fight back, or you could attempt to use sense trouble.
It sense trouble. Is that basically what I just did with the bullshit detector? Kind of like inciting his like
His
murderous
motion.
intent toward me?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I think at this point I think I would try taking the more aggressive approach and trying to get around him somehow.
As you start to quickly start standing up, he's only like 2 paces away. Like you notice all of a sudden his right arm is out and it's between you and the door and it has a syringe
Oh no.
in it. And
No. Okay.
so I need a fight.
No. Okay. A
Or
fight.
yeah, so let's start with your first die and then I'll leave you options as we get through this.
Okay. So let's see. I'll roll 1d6. I rolled a 1.
So he for being as large of a man as he is, you notice that he is extremely nimble.
Oh god.
And you've been shot.
Yeah. Okay. That's not good. Okay. What other options do I have here?
You get to roll your second die.
Okay. Okay. A 3. Okay. 3.
Okay. I saw another one. I was like, oh no, that didn't roll up to me yet. All right. So you're at a 4. You're at a hold right now. If you want, you can spend one of your filch die. Filch is one of your general abilities.
Yeah. What
This
is
is steal.
filch?
So if you ever had the lockpick
to try
or
and
steal, yeah.
To like grapple the syringe from him?
Yeah, basically to take this syringe.
Oh.
So if you want to spend that die, you can spend one of those dice to roll an extra d6.
Yeah, let's try that. 5.
So you are currently at, do math, 9. I'm not even going to give you the extra problem option because he starts to move fast and your instincts kick in. You sort of roll back in the bed, grabbing at his arm, and you're able to pull that syringe away from him.
Nice.
And so all of a sudden he starts like shaking, like he seems suddenly like nervous.
Can I puncture him with the syringe?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll try and puncture him if I can. Do I roll a d6 for
You automatically do it.
Okay, nice.
He is clearly no match for your training and ability. And so when you pulled him and grabbed that syringe, you just quickly plunge it into the side of his neck and just hit down on the plunger. And you watch him start to shake a little bit, and then his eyes roll back in his head, and he just slides off the bed onto the floor.
Okay. How much bigger? Like, would his coat fit me?
He's much
bigger. You said.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I will at least take his name badge if he has one and search his body really quick.
You find a wallet that is his, but for the most part, you see that he's just he has the stethoscope over his neck. He's got a lab coat on. He's dressed very nice under the lab coat.
Okay. That's fine. Oh jeez, I can't hide him exactly. He's kind of big, but I do need to leave. Are we on the second story or above of the hospital?
You're on the second story currently.
Hmm.
Do
Okay.
you? Why don't you? Let's see what skills you have. So notice, outdoor survival, research, streetwise, high society. So an option in the past scene, just sort of to
Mhm.
rewind a little bit. One of the things you could have
Sure.
done is intimidated him.
Is what?
Intimidated him.
Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah,
could
I
have
guess I
spent a
could have.
push to intimidate and maybe get it more information. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
But
guess
there's
I
a lot
could
of
have, couldn't I?
but yeah, you quickly rifle through his pockets. You're not able to find anything other than like a couple euros, and
Okay,
you still
that's
hear
fine.
like normal hospital noises out in the hallways.
Hmm. Okay. If that's the case, he doesn't have keys on him, does he? Like to maybe lock the door, the room that I'm in.
He has a set of keys, but none of
Okay.
like you notice that your door doesn't have a lock.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna pick up my things and try and walk out of the hospital as if everything's keel and peel.
Why don't you roll me? This is just going to be a quick test.
Okay.
Roll me your preparedness,
Preparedness. Okay.
and I'm going to tell you threshold right now is 6.
Okay. That's a 5. And that's a 5.
Okay.
Nice.
You know you would have had a wallet. You would have had IDs. You would have had other things for your go bag. Like the fact that
Oh,
they're
so
not in your
they.
backpack,
Okay.
like you think that he, like this doctor, like he already was doing something shady. That you believe that he might have that information.
Okay. Um. Damn it. I don't know how long he's gonna be out, but he might know where the information is. There's no lock on the door. Shit. Could go ask a nurse. Oh, this isn't good. Oh no, what did I do to myself?
Well, you
No.
acted as Aaron would act, right? Like
Right,
this guy
right,
keeps
right,
coming
right.
at me with a
I'll
needle.
that no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I just don't trust anyone at the. I don't think I would trust the nurses at this point. But maybe they're not in on it. Okay. Yeah, I'll go out. I'll go outside of my room, and try and find like what would be like a receptionist essentially.
When you peek your head outside the door, you can see down the hallway. There's a number of doors going up and down the hallway, and you can see a nurse's station just down the hallway, and you can see what looks like an
Right.
elevator.
Okay. Is there any nurses or doctors in the area?
You can't see any doctors, but you do see Nurse Helmy is at the nurse's station.
Yeah, nurse. And I'll make my way over to Helmy.
She pops
Excuse
her
me.
head up. Are you okay? Like, have you been cleared?
No, no, yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
But there was a man who attacked me in my room, and I still don't have my wallet, and I would like to leave now, please.
Who attacked you? Was it like there's been no other visitors that came up. Only Dr. Vertag.
There was a man. He was big, and he came at me with a syringe, and he's in my room.
Oh, okay. Let's go back and check.
Is there six? All right. Okay.
Is he still causing a problem?
Not anymore. I had to defend myself.
Sorry, that was good. Is he a problem? Not anymore. Um, so she walks back with you to the room, and she takes a quick look. She's like, "That's Dr. Vertag."
I don't know
What?
what you expect of me. He attacked me. I'll look. Are there cameras in the room?
There are no cameras in the room.
Why the hell aren't there any He he tried to. Is she looking at me like I'm crazy?
Absolutely. Would you like to spend a push on reassurance?
Yeah, I would love to because everyone thinks I'm crazy.
Grab another
So a
one.
push is where I get like an extra d6. Is that what it is?
Well, you can either use it to gain extra d6s, but in this case, if it's one of your investigative abilities, it's an automatic success. So
Oh, okay,
how do you?
perfect.
So she's suitably nervous. Like, how would you go about like trying to reassure her and convince her that what you did was the right thing?
I don't know. Shit. Look, I was sitting right there. I was sitting right on the bed, and I asked him if I could leave, and he said to me, he was coming at me, and he was hiding behind his back, the syringe right there. And I asked him, I was like, I'll come back for a checkup. I have things to attend to. And he came at me like he was going to attack me, and he did. And I grabbed it and I sunk the. I didn't know who he was.
You can see her start putting her hands up, like it's okay. Like we're just. I believe you. Um, I don't know why.
Thank you.
I don't know why I believe you,
Okay.
but I believe you. Like
All right.
when you were brought in, Dr. Vertag was the one who initially took a look at you. So if you're missing something, like it's probably in his office.
All right.
Uh,
Yes.
his office is on the
Could we go
fourth
there?
floor. Would you
All
like me
right.
to come with?
Yes, please. Please.
So she gladly comes with you. She takes you to the elevator. She goes up to the fourth floor and guides you to Dr. Vertag's office. When you open it up, you can see it looks like a fairly plain office. There's awards on the wall. He has a very large desk and a couple filing cabinets.
Right.
Uh,
Is there anywhere? I don't want to rifle through his things, but I really do need to get going here.
I could use a
Where?
notice. So if you spend another push on a notice,
Oh,
um,
that'll help me find it.
yeah,
Ooh, that's my last push.
at least till you earn more.
Yeah, I'll try it. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So you spend your push. So you quickly start going through, and you find one of the drawers, and his desk is locked. And Nurse Helmy, sort of sitting back, sort of watching you. When you unlock it and pull it open, in there you find your wallet, and you find a gun.
Um, um, this is my gun, right? I recognize it.
Um, it looks like a gun that you would have brought with. Like that part is still a
Yeah.
little bit cloudy, but
Okay. Um, sorry. This is mine. I'm registered, and I'll pull up my wallet and surely I have like my MI6 like badge or like
no,
like
it's all gone. Like you're just like,
no.
but she trusts you. There's something
Okay.
of
Okay.
like she doesn't seem like she's backing up. She's just watching you as you go do that. And also, like you pulled a gun out of Dr. Vertag's drawer, which is weird to her, right? Like, so when you
Right.
do, like when you pull that out, she doesn't give the like wide-eyed view. She kind of gives that squinty-eyed, like something's definitely not right here.
Um,
Um,
excuse me. Helmy, it was right.
Nurse Helmy,
Uh,
yes. You can call me.
uh,
He has a first name too somewhere. We'll deal with it later.
no, that's fine. How long has Dr. Vertag been with you?
He's been here for years.
Okay.
At that point, you can
Um,
hear cars pulling up in front of the hospital because you're on the fourth floor and you can sort of see as these 3 black SUVs pull into the turnabout, and out of it pop what are obvious thugs. They're black sunglasses, black suits, and one of them you can see has either a cell phone or a walkie-talkie, and starts pointing towards the entryway. And that is where we'll stop for today.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
So what do you think so far?
That was really fun. I didn't even notice the time went by. That was super well paced. I'm really having fun.
Cool. I am too.
How's the chat? How's the chat doing? Cliffhanger. Yeah, it is. Neat. Find the lever that opens the secret entrance, like Emperor's New Groove.
This is just the
Nice
doctor.
game. He's a big guy. It's not surprising that he'd be walking around with Greek sandwiches in his pockets. What is happening in this chat room?
I don't know.
They're living in their own world. What? I'm mad about the stethoscope?
Yeah, you should have grabbed the stethoscope as well. So one of the things I did do is, because you found your gun, you found your wallet, then I took away the problem that was running on empty. So you're no longer running on empty. You have a gun, you have bullets.
Perfect. Okay.
So you were able to find your gear.
Awesome. All right.
So.
That's awesome. I'm having a ton of fun, Aaron. Thanks for having me, and thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. We're going to do this again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, and come join us. We will give you more of this.
Yes.
With that, see you next week.
Thanks, everyone. See you next week. Bye-bye.